Ladies and gentlemen, despite repeated promises that the UK government would never, ever consider doing so, Dominic Raab turned heads this morning on LBC when he announced that yes, we are considering deploying the COVID vaccine passports domestically, and you might need them even to go to the supermarket. Take a listen.
Back on the vaccine passports, clearly this is something that's going to have to be agreed internationally, which the government is now making signs that it's looking at. What's, though, to stop a company in this country demanding that in order to enter a restaurant or in order to go into a pub in the future, that someone produce a document saying that they've got a vaccine, a domestic vaccine passport where you have to show a bit of paper to go into a supermarket or something like that?
Well, it's something that hasn't been ruled out and it's under consideration, but of course you've got to make it workable, and you've got to. I think the thing with when I've looked at this, whether it's on the international, the domestic, or the local level, you've got to know that the document that is being presented is something that you can rely on.
Well, yes, Bob, we are considering requiring a vaccine passport just to let you buy food at the supermarket. Oops, blimey, wasn't supposed to read that part yet. And indeed, Dominic Raab's aides scrambled to clarify that Mr. Raab had been responding to a hypothetical question, you see, and while vaccine passports are being looked at for international travel, which was also never supposed to happen, they're certainly not being considered domestically. No, that's not supposed to happen till April, you see. Yes, this was being covered by the Daily Mail and several other publications, but while it is new to actually hear it straight from a government employee, yeah, the gloves are coming off as the masks have gone on. But it's no surprise to viewers of this channel, the Iceage Farmer broadcast. After all, we've been watching as grocery stores prepared to do testing there, or even hiring thousands of pharmacy technicians and training them up on how to administer the COVID-19 vaccine right there at the grocery store. We also saw the huge grocery stores like Costco, Kroger, Walmart, and Amazon invest millions of dollars into retooling their entire flow to have special parking spots for curbside pickup and a special online ordering, as if, because they've been doing this over the course of the last year now, as if they somehow had insight into the idea that one day in the future, possibly, there could be, hypothetically, a situation where there was an entire class of customers who would no longer be allowed to enter their store. And now we see that that's exactly what's happening. We also knew that this was going to happen because these talking points went out from the Rockefeller Foundation themselves in their COVID-19 National Testing and Tracing Action Plan, which called out grocery stores, just like farms and other parts of the food supply chain, as dirty and dangerous, and basically said that grocery store employees should receive a pay bonus for working there on the front lines of the pandemic, something which, under the new Biden-Harris administration, has just been implemented. All of a sudden now, grocers are being offering a premium. They're offering $4 extra hazard pay as a pandemic pay for those frontline workers on the first responders to the pandemic. Again, just pushing the propaganda, the idea that it's so dirty and dangerous there around all that food and all those people that you shouldn't even be going to the store. We saw these articles why you should probably stop going to the grocery store, given that whole coronavirus thing. Yeah. So we've been covering this theme about major changes to food retail because that's got to happen as this food shortage situation gets worse and worse. Consumers' access to food will be removed. They will be distanced from the actual food there at the retail establishments. The selection will shrink, and of course the prices will jump up ridiculously. You can look for all of these things to happen in the very near future. We're going to leave it there right now because we've talked a lot about this, but I just wanted to really drive home that now even the government officials are telling you, yeah, you're going to need to get that vaccine if you even want to come shop for food at this point. And the bottom line, ladies and gentlemen, is where do you draw the line? How much of this will you accept? Will you stop this now? Or will you wait until it is literally, you don't take the vaccine, you don't get to eat? Because we're looking at that real soon now. You can find this report and all my reports, like this previous one, End of the Grocery Store, Major Changes in Food Retail Are Coming and Why, which was a month ago exactly, January 14th, on iceagefarmer.com. If you're watching this on YouTube, get off. You can also find and subscribe on odyssey.com or bitchute.com/iceagefarmer. If you appreciate this broadcast and value this information, help me keep it running. There's a few ways you can do that, listed at iceagefarmer.com/support. Ladies and gentlemen, it is time both to start growing your own food and be spreading the word about the agendas at play here, but also to put an end to this nonsense. We need to stop this train before it goes any further off the rails. Thanks for watching, and be well.